All right, this is a video project for 6-1, objectives A and B. What it is about is that I take a quadratic equation function, x squared minus 6x plus 8, and identify the parts. First off is the coefficient for the x squared is 1, for the x is negative 6, and the one without 1 is the c is 8. Now, according to definitions, the y-intercept is the c, so that's 8, and I have fulfilled that direction right there. Next up is to ask what is the axis of symmetry and the x-coordinate of the vertex. That is simple. Both of these are found with the same formula, where I take the opposite of b, so I have a positive 6. And then I divide that by 2 times a, and a is 1, and I get 3. So the axis of symmetry and the vertex of x is 3. Next part for this project is to identify the maximum or minimum. And here it is. It's a minimum. And how did I find that out? Well, according to the definition, a is the information we get from that. If it's positive, it's a minimum. Next up is how to find the value. Well, that's simple. We previously found out the vertex of x, which is also the axis of symmetry. That number is going to be our input. So x is going to be inputted into our original function. So all the x's are replaced with 3. I did the math, and I got negative 1. So the value of the minimum is negative 1. That means that the vertex is at, or the minimum is at, x is 3, y is negative 1. Next part is, of course, to graph this. In order to graph this, I took my 3 and negative 1 and put it in the middle of my t-chart, and that's my vertex. I also plugged in numbers that were smaller than 3 and larger than 3. And I plugged them in to the function like I did with the 3 originally. And these are my outputs. What's great about the graph of a quadratic equation, it's a parabola. So that means that I know that one side of my vertex is the same as the other for the output. I went ahead and plugged it in here. This is my vertex. This is my y-intercept. These are my points. You can see that it's a minimum. That means that it stops here at the bottom and it goes up forever. That is the video project.